Hi, I'm Don Edwards of the Buffalo Sabres. Kicking a soccer ball and doing off-ice exercises isn't crazy. Goaltenders must have good hand-to-eye coordination, but foot-to-eye is just as important. But it doesn't stop there. Stretching is just as important, so don't be afraid to seek and create your own. At home and in the dressing room, young goaltenders often forget to stretch, but it's a needed requirement. A few squats to strengthen the calves and thighs, leg and side stretch also strengthen the stomach. And up at both ends also gives goaltenders good stomach muscles but provides strength and balance. Once on the ice, a stretch of the ligaments and of the back help get me ready for all the games.
Don, I want to talk about goaltending equipment and protection for kids. And first of all, let's start with the stick. What type of stick should the youngster buy?
Well, you should, first of all, you should buy a stick according to his size. Then you should buy a stick as high-lie as possible so he stands as erect as possible in a good crouch. And then he should make sure he just buys a stick that, make sure he doesn't cut it down so he's very, very good at poke checking. And the last thing is make sure you get the stock, which is this part of the stick, as high as possible so your hand isn't too low and it keeps you in a low crouch.
Okay. Now, I see a lot of youngsters with super equipment, but it's all too big. Should they buy equipment to fit as well?
Yes, they should try and buy equipment, you know, to size them. And if they're a little afraid of getting bruises on the arms and in the belly, different things like that, you can buy sponge and then pad your equipment from there. I know there's a lot of young kids that take some real good bruises on the arms, and with putting a little extra protection where they need it, it sure helps them and makes them stay down with the shot. The goaltender must be the best skater on the team. Skating backwards with balance helps positioning in the net. Skating forwards to clear stray pucks, and these are skating drills required of all goaltenders who want to play at any level.
When you're backing up, why in the crouch?
Well, this is to establish the stick on the ice and a good positioning.
You're doing crossovers on your toes. Why?
This establishes good balance, Howie, and strength, and also gets me used to my equipment.
Hey, I'm a layman and I see you doing this. I wonder why.
You have to keep square to the shooter.
Hey, Kevin McCarthy, you're not ready to replace Don Edwards just yet. And bet you dollars to donuts he doesn't score.
Okay. Donnie, how can you play without a neck protector with guys shooting the puck 120 miles an hour up around your head?
Well, the big thing, Bobby, is just being taught properly. When goaltenders don't tuck their neck, this is what happens. It makes them pull up out of a shot. They get their neck, and their eyes are sort of centered, but they're not really low enough, and they sort of have a tendency to pull out. If the neck is tucked properly, the chin is tucked properly into the neck, there's no vulnerable position to be hit. And this is done just by this, and there's no place to be hit, and you're very well protected with your belly pad and your mask.
You've never caught a shot in the net?
No, I haven't, really.
How about handling the puck around the crease?
Well,
something that interests me and something that a lot of goalies don't do well, I think.
Well, the big thing is just having a pair of gloves that are the right size for you. Some kids get gloves that are too big, and then a goaltender has to learn how to use the stick just as well as what a forward does. And this is done, you know, it's good for just making little dump passes or clearing it out of your own end, which is very effective.
In case you hadn't noticed, watch Don shift hands. He's normally a right-handed shot, but has learned to handle the puck, make long and accurate passes left-handed as well. That's the difference between a good and a great goaltender.
One of the things that causes a coach's hair to go gray is a goaltender that gives rebounds. He disorients his defense, and it usually results in a scoring chance against him.
Don, putting the rebound into the corner looks simple, but I know there's more to it than meets the eye.
Well, the first thing you have to have, Howie, is good balance and a good posture. Then from there, it's just a matter of positioning the stick about 6 inches open the skates and then just pushing out the skates and angling the stick.
Next week, Don will show you how he handles the big guys who want to set up a screen.
That Bobby Smith's an amateur compared to that old hacker, Gary Dornhofer.